The thing is, it is hard to get people engaged for a longer time. For a classical art, you need a little more time to engage, them.
Patience.
Whereas in Bollywood, it's just that you don't need to mentally participate. You can just move around, But here, it involves a certain intelligence. One needs to cultivate. And in our presentations, what we do is, we have a technique of involving and engaging the audience. I give explanations to the each of the pieces, and the way we present it, it's not just Kathak or Bharatanatyam, but the way we bring together different aspects of a stage presentation, like music. We make our own music. We get the lyrics written, we design the costumes, lighting. He's very good in lighting. So the entire thing is presented well.
It's like again a movie production.
It's like a movie
Different
production.
aspects are come together. It's not just the dance. We of course we give a lot of importance to dance, but apart from that, the costuming, lighting, the stage techniques, all those things are involved in this. It's a complete production. So it immediately
connects with people. Not really. Dance is connected with emotions.
Right.
And all our stories, Ramayana, Mahabharata and all, are poetry.
Right.
So that's how we look at it. It's not as God or religion, but it's all with personalities, human personalities with divine qualities. So those situations and episodes, that's what we present through dance. It's not about religion. There are two things. One is you take a popular story and interpret it in a new way and do. Another is you take stories that are not very popular and then present them in a simple way, and then you present. We have done both. Like we've taken Sanskrit classics like Shakuntala, and then given it a very a Disney kind of a treatment, where every element comes alive. The flowers come alive, the bee, the everything. So it's a new way of making music. We have thought about new way of connecting to the audience. Even visually, using technology and everything. So it gives a completely new flavor, and it's very refreshing. Like our one of the pieces that we do called Tadha. It's just an abstract composition. We leave the interpretation to the audiences. We play with sounds, like water sound and fire and air and things like that. So people build their own stories as well. So we interact. Our performances, at certain places we interact with the audience and we engage them. So it's a very different, way of looking at art. It is communication. It is telling a story, and we have taken several works of contemporary poetry, from Karnataka and dealt with themes in a very new way. She's doing one scene from Ramayana to Philip Glass music, Pandit Ravi Shankar and Philip Glass music, and it is something so unique that people should see. And we are presenting a piece called Varsha on monsoon. Children will love it, and we do an interactive composition where we involve the audience. So that will be lovely. This dance, has given us so much joy, so much. Life is such a bliss because of dance, and it keeps us fit. Every performance we lose like 2,000 calories. Especially in dance, it's such a transparent thing. People can see. If we are not fit, people can see. If we are pretentious, people can see. Our dance has to be a very honest expression. For that we have to keep ourselves healthy outside and healthy inside. Which is so important. And and so it challenges us. We don't sleep because of traveling, and yet in the morning we have to look happy and inspired. So it is tough in that way, but because we love what we do, we don't feel it as a burden.